Israel reopens Gaza's key Rafah border crossing with Egypt. Sick and wounded Palestinians from Gaza have arrived in Egypt after the key Rafah border crossing reopened for the movement of people. The crossing has largely been closed since May 2024, when the GAZA'S side was captured by Israeli forces. The reopening was supposed to happen during the first phase of US President Donald Trump's ceasefire plan between Israel and Hamas, which began in October. But Israel blocked it until the return of the body of the last Israeli hostage in Gaza, which happened last week. It will come as a relief to many Palestinians who see it as a lifeline to the world, although there is frustration that only small numbers of people and no goods will be allowed through. Around 20,000 sick and wounded Palestinians are waiting to leave Gaza for treatment, according to local hospitals and the World Health Organization (WHO). Israeli reports say only 50 patients accompanied by one or two relatives will be allowed to exit each day, and that 50 people who left Gaza during the war will be allowed to return. It is understood that there was disagreement over whether carers should be allowed to return from Egypt with former patients as part of that quota, which caused some delays. The crossing will be run by supervisors from the European Union and local Palestinian staff, while Israel will carry out stringent security checks remotely. On Monday morning, an Israeli security official said the Rafah crossing had now opened to the movement of residents, for both entry and exit following the arrival of teams from the European Union Border Assistance Mission (EUBAM). Al Qahira News TV, which is close to Egyptian intelligence, meanwhile said the crossing had received the first batch of Palestinians returning from Egypt to the Gaza Strip. After sunset, Al Qahira broadcast footage appearing to show ambulances transferring patients across the border into Egypt. 3 ambulances have arrived so far carrying a number of the sick and injured, who were immediately screened upon arrival to determine to which hospital they will be transferred, an Egyptian health official at the border told AFP news agency. A Palestinian mother, Sabrine Al-Dama, told the BBC she was hoping to travel abroad with her 16-year-old daughter, Ra, who suffers from kidney disease. She plans to donate Ra one of her kidneys. She used to be treated through monitoring, ultrasound imaging and tests to check the condition of her kidneys. Since the war started, because of food shortages, hunger, and the food she was forced to eat, she began dialysis, Dama said. We hope they will speed up our referral so that we can travel quickly, because she is getting exhausted. I am also 45 years old, and they may tell me that as I get older, I won't be able to donate anymore. That's why we're rushing. Maha Ali, 26, told the BBC that she was hoping to leave Gaza to study a master's degree in Algeria, but that she had previously been told by Israeli authorities that they did not consider students to be humanitarian cases. By now, I was supposed to have defended my master's thesis and started my PhD, but 2 years of my life have been lost. I am now in Gaza and I have not been able to do anything I had planned, she said. The head of the Palestinian Technocratic Committee due to take over day-to-day running of Gaza, Ali Shah, said the reopening of the crossing marked the beginning of a long process that will reconnect what has been severed and open a genuine window of hope for our people in the Gaza Strip. The EU's foreign policy chief, Kaja Kallas, said the opening of the Rafah crossing marks a concrete and positive step in the peace plan. UK Foreign Secretary Yvette Cooper also welcomed the move, but stressed that much more still needs to be done. Aid must flow in, restrictions on essential supplies must ease, and aid workers must be allowed to operate, she added. On Sunday, Israeli authorities set a trial opening of the crossing.